All right, welcome back to Seidner Ice Rink here in Fremont, Nebraska for the first showing of the year between the Ames Cyclones and the Fremont Warbirds. Broadcasting live from the Terry Leahy Mobile Hockey Broadcast Center of Excellence. I'll be your hack announcer, Harry Dangler. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll come back, meet your Warbirds, and meet your refs and play with our meet, or I don't know. I'm stupid. All right, just hang out.
You've got your sunrise, you caught a prize, you're making your Johnson. Party nights, summer whites, your friends and your Johnson. Rooster tails, water trails, your kids and your Johnson. Saturday nights, distant lights, your girl and your Johnson.
You and your Johnson, a way of life for over 50 years.
So I was reeling her in, and that fish was that big.
No, it's only that big.
Oh, I gotta find myself a nice country girl already.
Oh, that thing?
Yep, on farmersonly.com.
Wow, she sure is pretty.
And she likes to fish, too.
Boys, I found myself a date. Gotta go.
I'm telling you, that fish was this big.
What's the name of that dating site again?
farmersonly.com.
You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com.
Meet your Fremont Warbirds.
Number 1, Easton Lutz. Number 2, Logan Whaley. Number 3, Jackson McGregor. Number 7, William Patefield. Number 10, Connor Peters. Number 12, Lucas Dennis. Number 13, Kyler Wiley. Number 14, Brendan Cunningham. Number 15, Cohen Schlagenhoff. Number 16, Miggy Junkie. Number 17, Hunter Manier. Number 19, Julian Backstrom. Number 21, Oliver Geiger. Number 24, Bryce Behrens. Number 29, Kobe Powers. Number 34, Augustus Myers. Number 37, Carter Casey. Number 44, Karsten Vorland. Number 65, Sebastian Scott. Number 77, Ethan Sarkar. Number 81, Ian Riley. Number 87, Tanner McCoy. Number 88, Gavin Montiel Klein. Number 91, C.J. O'Malley. Number 92, Carter Gutierrez.
And there you have your Fremont Warbirds. Right as warm-ups are ending, perfect timing. I'm your hack announcer, Harry Dangler. Thank you for joining us here on the Pissin. You notice the hat on your right, that is our friend Dan. He's the actual bus driver for the Ames crew. Dan rules. Talking to him pregame. Let's get to the referees. Oh, good catch there. I think that's Obi-Wan Jablomi. Blame. Obi-Wan Jablomi. I don't know what the hell that is. At Cornelius Cage. And Frank Feister. Feaster? I have no idea. Those are your referees for today's game. 15 minutes per period, and starting in the net for the Warbirds is going to be number 37. That's too tall Carter Casey in net. First meeting of the year between these fellas. Referees there just planning out how they're going to screw over one team. All right, pointing to the bathrooms. One down there. See if the ref's going to point to where the other bathroom is. Nope, just the one. Waiting for the other team to get on the ice. Schlagenhoff. Patefield defense, Riley, Janke, and Cunningham, whose mom is in the box. Starting forwards for the Warbirds, and we're off. It's a battle of very good JV teams here. Currently, I think Ames is on the playoff bubble. And currently, Warbirds are in, but there's a big tie-up between 3 and 7-ish, so basically everything matters. There's that big orange hat. The man with the big orange hat does not come with a monkey. That's a Curious George reference. Ames bringing into their zone. Early change for, oops, sorry, fix my headphones. Early change there for Ames. There's a big dude for Ames. He's not wearing an orange hat. Gonna get me an orange velour hat. Just because it's gnarly. He doesn't even have a kid on the team. He's the bus driver. Every team kind of, brings it up. Whoa. There's a goalie interference. He'll get up. He got up. I think he's got an owie on his wrist, maybe. So I think it was an icing. Again, I'm your hack announcer, Harry Dangler. Thanks for joining us here on the Pissin'. On the Pissin'. Had an eventful night of games last night as the Lincoln Junior Stars were in town. Should have been 2 dubs for the Warbirds. Ended up becoming 2 heartbreakers. Just a very good Lincoln Junior Star team. So I think Warbirds looking to correct some wrongs there tonight. Peters with the puck behind the net. A lot of contrast between these jerseys. So it's pretty obvious who's who. You got the Warbirds and the lights, the grays and blacks, right into the shoulder of an Ames player. It is Barron's shot, and he kicks it on the inside of his foot, keeps it in. Good job, Barron's. Kobe Powers now behind the net. He's topped the league in varsity scoring. Not in junior varsity, in varsity. So he's apparently better at varsity than he is at the junior varsity level. Weird. Thought that hit the bench. Maybe not. Yeah, so this guy with the big orange hat here, he works the penalty box for the Ames Cyclones. He has no kids in the sport or anything. He's literally hired to drive them to the games and be with the team all weekend. And normally you don't see the bus drivers volunteering for the penalty box. In fact, I've never seen it. So it's pretty cool. He loves it. He's like, it's the best seat in the house. I'm like, you're right, buddy. He's cool. His name's Dan. Dan gets it. I know another guy in here who has no kids on the ice and still volunteers his time to make sure that everyone can see the kids play. That guy sucks, though. All right, the guy's trying to, I don't know what that referee's doing there. High up at the face-off dot. Horrible band name. Riley tries to backhand clear it, does not. Will stay in the defensive zone of the Warbirds. Here's a white net cover. I've never seen one of those. That's pretty cool. Shot into the Cyclone goal. He stops the clock with 11:39. There's Dan. Cool man Dan. The bus driver of the Ames Cyclones. In the Warbirds penalty box attendant, we've got Beth the Cougar Cunningham. So kind of a win-win. Either way, you're going to have fun in the penalty box tonight. You're going to you'll be in the presence of greatness on either side. Maybe we should let the teams change. Like, hey, I'm the Warbirds. I'm going to be in the Ames. I'm going to talk to Dan, and maybe the Ames people are going to meet Beth the Cougar Cunningham. I don't know. Be a cool thing to try out. Or we just don't get any penalties, and these guys just have great seats. They don't have to do nothing. No score 4 minutes into this one. Shot on Casey, save. McGregor trying to get that guy out of his way. Some bad news to bring you, though, early on in this weekend. Maybe it'll be fixed for tomorrow, but they are out of the pre-made Jack and Cokes at the Lou. They're sold out. Now that may impede some people's attendance for today. Maybe they'll fill it today. Definitely for tomorrow they will, I'm sure. Then again, that's a Sunday morning. Whoa, that's a forward hand pass. So that's a no-no. Face-off will be just outside of the Ames zone. Whoa. I'm not saying he definitely took off too fast, but that was Dennis was a little too eager on that one. Powers, one-man crew there. Shoot deflected on the far part of the net. Well, that was a stick to the noggin there. Sorry, I just missed it. And that's supposed to be a pass to the defense, but it was more of a desperation clear on the Warbirds. That's not how you draw it up in practice. DJ Wiki playing the Black Crows. They were just announced yesterday or this week for sure, as being an act that will be playing in Lincoln this summer. Warbirds able to keep it in their zone for a while there. Oh, they're looking for a penalty, and he was playing the puck, and the kid's feet were in the way. I mean, that's one of those ones where you can't fault the referees for not calling it, but by definition, it does fit the technical calling of a trip or a slash, but the optics are not good on it because it's like the kid wasn't. I mean, if anything, the Ames player came in late on the play, and so either way, good no call, good call, whatever. Good no call. Riley with the puck on the near side. Gives it up to Vorland. Vorland's a battler, man. I would not want to meet Vorland up against the boards. You are going to lose that puck. Backhanded pass up the ice for the Ames to their 44. Or as they call it in Ames, 44. They keep it real in Ames. Ask Dan. Dan, the driver man. Stop at your play on that icing. Face-off will be in the defensive zone for the Warbirds. I'm not even moving the camera for that one. Oh, it's waved off. The goalie touched it. My bad. I will move the camera now. Powers gets the attempted clear from, and he puts it in the biscuit in the basket. Kobe Powers puts one in on JV. He's PO that I said he leads in varsity, but not in JV, so he's going to correct that one. Warbirds hockey goal brought to you by Dirty Bird. An attempted clear by Ames didn't go their way. And I think it was initially picked up by maybe Peters and given to Powers for the goal, for the wraparound. That's just good play by the Warbirds, staying tenacious and staying offensive in an offensive zone. You would think that, oh, they're going to clear. Let's just go ahead and start retreating. And they're like, but they're still in our zone. So good eyeballs for the Warbirds to pick up on that. Whoa, there's a couple of wrongs on that one. Powers now with a snowman bottom. I don't think they got that right. That's not right. She announced that Lucas Dennis got the goal. I don't even know if he was on the ice. Here comes Dennis. He backhands it just right of the net. Here comes Powers. I'm pretty sure that was a Powers goal. I think they wrote that down wrong. People watching this might be, Dangler, you're stupid. They did announce it right. You wrong. Okay. Wouldn't argue with you on that either. I think it was incorrect. Lucas Dennis has the puck. He's going to dump it in. Be wrapped around. Retrieved by Ames behind the net. Looking for a bank pass. Doesn't get there. Looking almost at a collision. It was avoided. McGregor with the puck. He's going to bank it up and get it to nobody. Gutierrez is going to be pursuing. He's looking to duplicate what he just saw on the ice. And he gets a stick to the face. To the face. It's like they know him or something. Takeaway just inside the blue line. But it hasn't cleared the zone yet. Still hasn't cleared, so a little lackadaisical play in the defensive zone for the Warbirds there. Still in the zone. McGregor backhanded clears. That should be icing. It will be waved off. Yeah, I kind of agree with the referee here. There's a delayed penalty coming up here on the Warbirds. That'll stop the clock there at 5:45. Hang on a second. Confirm with the scorekeeper here. She doesn't think that's right, but that's what they told him. Told her, I should say. So I'm just making sure I wasn't speaking out of turn here. DJ Wiki playing the new sounds I told him about earlier today. Playing the bag call from the Hives. power play for Ames, looking for their first points of the game. They'll get a shot from the blue on Carter Casey. That's not going to happen. Fremont Tigers hockey program had a big dub before this game. They were looking to test the how many numbers you can get on the scoreboard. And there, I think they were victorious 10-0. Tanner McCoy got a penalty for something. Tripping, running, talking silly, I don't know. I didn't hear it. Rainbow pass. And a designed fan by Ames. Not the time to use that one, though. That's cleared out by the Birds. I just realized this. Dan, the bus driver man, looks like Iowa Post Malone, but he has no face tattoos. He's got the hat and everything. He's got the hat and the beard. Probably raps pretty decent, I guess. I don't know. He's a cool dude. Dan's getting a lot of play here on Pissin. Being awesome. Whoa, that's a boarding. No call. That's a goal. They called that, though. Power play over. So, I believe there was a missed call. On the boarding or whatever. Another questionable cross-check there. We are tied at 1 here at Seidner. Carter Casey in net for the Birds. Powers on the ice. There's a hook or a trip or both. That Barons there got tripped. And Stott Peters on the ice as well as Dennis. And I believe that's McGregor down there. Sorry, I was trying to talk to somebody. Somebody up here who had to leave earlier. Face off in the forward zone for the Birds. You can. Barons looking to bring it up. The defensive men playing forward today. Cuts through everybody, then puts it in the net. Barons was on a mission, and he made it happen. Bryce Barons with a mean, dirty goal. To give the Warbirds back their lead. Warbirds hockey goal brought to you by Dirty Bird. That was a beaut. Took it from his own zone, had control, realized he had time and space, then realized his mitts were working, cut through everybody, and then just sunk it. Yeah, that was impressive. Hey. They got that now. They got that one right. Dennis and Peters get the assist on the Barons goal. It was a short-lived tie again, where the Warbirds put their second goal of the period on the boards. The tie up behind the net there in the Warbirds D zone. Should not be icing. Good no call. Whoa, that kid just went through Gutierrez like he wasn't even there. This guy's looking to go Barons on him. It didn't work. Whoa. That just looked like something wrong. We're yelling D5 like it's directions of where the interstate to take. Gutierrez goes to the bench and he ain't happy. I mean, and by bench, I mean penalty bench. He gets an interference call. You would think he just got called for, he's getting a little talking to by the referee here. He don't like it. So. It was already an interesting game as far as the back and forth and who controls the puck and who's scoring and everything. And Gutierrez decides, hey, we're up now. Let's make it interesting even more. I'll take a 2-minute break here, and y'all can defend it. Weird strategy. See if it pays off for him, Cotton. And if no goal is scored, then that means the second period will start with one extra attacker for the visiting Orange Ames Cyclones. Orange isn't in their name. It's just so you at home can realize they are wearing orange. And if you can't tell colors, they got, forget it. They're the ones shooting on the left, defending the right. If you know the directions, I got nothing for you. You got issues. I mean, they're kids in the IP program that know exactly what I just said. All right, we got Tangle up in the far corner there. Coming back here. Kid went all the way down, but got nothing to show for it. And here we go. Penalty kill, short number here. Oh, Powers almost went backhand 5-hole. Went backhand, no 5-hole. Good stop by the Ames goalie on a shorthand opportunity. Poke check just outside the blue line by Kobe Powers. Kobe Powers plays like he's super tuned in. And Dennis there tying up the puck. That's the end of the first period. Warbirds up 2-1. Start the second on a PK still. Back after this.
Hey baby, how is your car run? Do you have a trouble with your transmission? Shift it in forward, shift it in reverse. Domestic or foreign, I please you with my service. Shift it in forward, shift it in reverse. Domestic or foreign, I please you with my service. Shift it in forward, shift it in reverse. Domestic or foreign, I please you with my service. Shift it in forward, shift it in reverse. Domestic or foreign, I please you with my service. Hello, my name is Gorgon. Let me help you shift it.
So, anyway, well, thanks
Yeah, no problem. It wasn't. It was easy. I had plenty of time, so you're good. So I hope it gets better, man. That's a cool sweater.
Oh yeah, first day.
I saw that picture today.
First day of Olympic skate. Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right.
I hope he heals up, man. Good luck. Sorry, I still got some stuff to do here now, don't I? Okay. Period 2 starts on a power play for the Ames Cyclones. And with stoppage already. I don't know what's going on. What happened? I'm not sure what happened there. I heard someone say expired, but I don't know what that means. Huh. It's almost like the door wasn't shut maybe on the bench. Something like that. I don't know. I heard a door shut. That's all I got. Warbirds up 2-1. Oh, the power play expired. Maybe there was confusion as far as how many people should have been on the ice or not on the ice. I don't know. So it doesn't matter anymore. Put it that way. We'll see. There's been some excitement on PSN. Currently, we're just streaming this on YouTube. There has been some interest shown from one of the largest companies in the world. They stream stuff. It'd be a prime opportunity. That's going to be out of play. 13:08 to play. We'll talk about that later. Face off on the far hash. Say hash. It's like a football term. And it's because the dot is surrounded by those hash marks. The far face-off dot. And that's covered up by Ames goalie. 12:55 to play. Offensive zone battle here for the Warbirds. Yeah, I'm not sure what the Cyclone coach said at intermission, but he got into it, man. There definitely seems like a little bit more pep in the step of the visiting orange Cyclones. Riley now with the puck. He makes some sweet moves there. Then tries to center it in front of the net. It ends up being a behind the net pass and comes the other way. Poke check right on the blue line. And a collision right in front of the spectators at the Lou. That is one thing you don't get watching it here on Piston is if you're at the Lou, you get yourself a brew. You're around friends, family, maybe you play some cornhole. Between periods. There's a goal. So Casey was still down from stopping the first one or two shots on net, and ends up allowing a garbage goal. And that's not to take away from, it's what they call in hockey when there's like, rebound 2 or 3 times or whatever. And garbage. That's where all my goals come from. They still count, so it's not illegal or nothing. If anything, it's an unfortunate name. And by all of them, I mean that one time. Okay, never, but still, you get the idea. All right, so we're tied at deuce again. Very competitive JV battle here. I think there is, don't quote me on this, 3, maybe 5 points separate these two teams in the JV rankings, so you expected a good battle. This being a very pivotal weekend as far as playoff implications go. Shot on net early from Powers. Ricocheted Patefield with it, now dumping it behind the net towards Dennis. Dennis gets over to Powers. Powers looking for his opportunities, gets it back over to Dennis again. Dennis normally does redirection, but he's covered on both sides. Gets it to Powers, which is a smart move. Defense makes a man miss, tries to put a shot on, gets deflected. Kept in again by Schlegenhoff. Cohen, the Tower, Schlegenhoff. And that's a desperation clear that will be picked up by McGregor and not thrown back in by Peters, but dumped in. That could be an icing, should be an icing, will be an icing. No, waved off, says our referee, one of the referees for today's game. It's 3 of them. You can read them there. I'm too busy following the action. Whoa, that's a dangerous play. And here's why, no goal. Here's why that's super dangerous. First of all, that puck was not going to go in the net, and I don't fault Carter Casey for playing it because there is a philosophy amongst goalies that if it's within range, you play it no matter what. The other philosophy is maybe don't. So you don't fault him for playing it. However, his blocker sent it straight up, which makes it extremely hard for a goalie to track where that puck is going, and ended up hitting the top of the net and then right in front of him. And I guess, I don't know if it did go in or not, but it was waved off. The whistle blown. So that's that puck's left the ice. I hate to say comedy of errors, but you don't fault the goalie because goalies are taught to either, always touch the puck. If it's within range, touch it just so you feel comfortable and are always tracking. Sometimes goalies feel more comfortable only tracking what they feel they know is going to be right between the pipes or within a certain distance. So and then Dan Ellis might be watching this saying, "You're completely wrong, Dangler." And he would be right because he knows a thing or two about goalies. I don't. Well, I mean, that's what I've been told by some goalies. So and he's a goalie, so I can introduce him to all the other goalies who told me otherwise. And he already knows them. To be fair, I think the always touch it is kind of a get over the yips kind of a thing where maybe you got a goalie who's trying to build some confidence. You encourage them to, if a puck's within 5 feet, always go for it. That way you just touch it and feel a little bit more confident. But maybe some people just say, you know what, there's a rule. But whatever. Some goalies like to play that way. That redirection almost went in off of McCoy. Got a gray-orange sitch going on. Like a human centipede. of alternating colors. Talking patterns. That shot is behind the net. We'll bank up toward the near side. 7:50 remaining here. Period number 2. That almost redirected. That was danger. Got a good placement there by Scott. They can get it bounced down, but now it's too late. They're in the neutral zone. Collision. Wasn't harmful. It was barely touched. So I just wanted to say it. All right, Dinosaur Jr. on the overhead. Kind of rightfully so. I feel the pain after a goal was scored. I know it's not I Feel the Pain. It's Feel the Pain is the song title. Powers cuts through traffic and then can't get through the last speed bump. Will be dumped in by Patefield. Coming back the other way. Manier behind the net. Takes a pretty decent hit behind the net. Shot on Manier right back up. He's looking to bank it up and we'll get to 3. Warbirds, now that's coming back the other way. Should not be icing because it is touched by the Ames player. Still in the forward zone, but Ames going to have control over it and be able to bank it up and out. Back to a neutral zone battle, and there's a good hip check by Powers. It was 29 on 92. That was yin and yang. Reverse the numbers. Got the hand in the air like they just don't care. Someone's got a penalty coming up, and it's going to be on Ames. You know what that means? Power play. Power play. Give me a penalty on number 76. He's going to sit with Dan the driver man. Trust me, that's not a bad place to be. I was out here early talking to Dan, and Dan's cool. I want Dan to drive our bus. He's a good guy. So that face-off is won by Ames and quickly shot down the ice. Hooking the call on the Ames player. You know. I'll give you 2 minutes for hooking, man. Shot, glove saved by ice cold goalie. Coach Peters making some Captain Obvious observations from the bench. Not negative. He's just being honest. You're on a power play, and you know, kind of means something. Let's play like we want to score on a power play. Not just, yeah, very almost playing somewhat defensive, if you will, on a power play. 55 seconds of the penalty already over. Peters making friends in front of the net. Now's the perfect time to remind you that Seidner Ice Rink Concessions has the perfect egg rolls. And I was reminded of that as soon as I walked in by the concession staff. They're like, we just made you egg rolls, Dangler. And then ironically, Coach Peters took some of the egg rolls. So there are, I hope, some left. If not, they'll make more. But I would highly, even if you don't want to come and watch the game, don't tell anybody that, but just come here and, whoa! Wow! That was a rocket from Patefield just inside the blue line. He went near post low and interrupted my tutorial testimonial on egg rolls. I'm going to allow it. I will mention, though, I've only mentioned egg rolls once this game, and the Warbirds have scored. It took me 3 goals to realize that's what it was. Point is, you come for the hockey, you stay for the egg rolls. Or you come for the egg rolls and stay for the hockey. Or you come for the egg rolls even when there's open skate, and then you stay for the egg rolls. Here at Seidner, I'm going to make them in a commercial for egg rolls. That China Star ain't got nothing on the. They're not the super like thick crispy ones where like deep fry them. No, these are like I think oven baked, and they're like a thinner wrapping, and they're tasty because there's lots of fillings. Oh, it's good. They're good, and they got sweet and sour sauce, which I didn't know because I always take the soy sauce. But yeah, definitely come out to Seidner and say Dangler told me to get the egg rolls. They're good. They give you like 2 or 3. They don't have crab rangoons. But you're not going to even care because the egg rolls are good. Pretty sure Angie makes them by hand. I'm saying too much. That's an icing. Dunk, 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 dunk. That's a Gutierrez making his own magic. That was tenacity in the man. That was awesome. And he still got it. And he backhand shoots on the net. Wow. I'm going to call right now. Next Warbird that scores, Dangler buys them egg rolls. And they don't even know it yet because the game's happening. Dangler buys the next score for the Warbirds, egg rolls. That's favoritism. Yes, it is. Uh-oh. Scott wants egg rolls. Collision outside the blue line. All right, maybe I overemphasize it. Maybe they do know. Shot on Casey. He makes it look easy. Casey's probably like, I feel like I'm on the end of. You can still get a goalie score. Goalies can score. Schlagenhoff ties up a guy right in front of where you would order the egg rolls. Here at Seidner. Deflection, great save by Carter Casey. Jesus. How did you even see that? That's cleared out. Here comes Powers thinking egg rolls. Dennis thinking, I got caught it like he wanted the egg rolls. Sorry, I was getting some business done. Power shoots, no goal. Coming back the other way. Tell you what's going to happen. Don't tell anybody from Ames. The egg rolls will be happening on behalf of the Warbirds, but I'm going to charge it to whoever. If Ames scores next, I'm still going to order egg rolls, but I'm going to charge it to the Ames player who scored. So it's an incentive for them to not score. Otherwise, they're going to get charged like $3 or $5. and they're not even going to get to enjoy the egg rolls. Dangler plays mind games. Put that on DraftKings. Who's going to have to pay for the egg rolls? Carter Casey. Freaking. How did he see that stuff? Dude just like whipped it out of the air. Right in by Cunningham. Eesh, that was almost a deflection in. Good blue line stand there. Kept in by Schlagenhoff. Cunningham with it behind the net. Redirection. Dude, silky smooth. Back out the paint field. Not as smooth on that one. He's got the gnarly deep goal though. 39 seconds left in this period. They will clean the ice between second and third here, and we will play some commercials that come back and there'll be no audio. That is by design. There's nothing wrong with your stream. Oh, we got a no. Referee's telling the Ames team that they don't have enough players on the ice. And he's saying, I can't hear you. Come on, dude. He's telling you got 4 players. Oh, we have a penalty. I didn't see that part. I don't think he did either. So number 34 for Ames gets a handout with Dan, the driver man for Ames. Iowa Post Malone. Dude rules though. Super great guy. He doesn't have a kid on the team. He drives the team to their games. He's the bus driver. And then he volunteers to run the penalty box. That's cool. I think the strategy's strong, though, if you think about it. 34 for Ames. He probably heard through osmosis that if he scores, he has to pay for the egg rolls. So he's like, I'm just going to put myself in the box. That way I can't be. It's a protective measure. 6 seconds left here. The offer still continues in the third period if you're wondering at home. Feel free to enter in the group chat here if you've ever had the egg rolls. No shame if you have or have not. If you have, then you're definitely going to talk about it. If you have not, you're not going to be humiliated. It's fine. Maybe I'll buy you some when you come here. Maybe I'll give you both the sauces. That's the end of the second. Third period will start with 1:27, a power play for the Warbirds. We'll be back for period 3 after this.
You're different. You do things your way. That's what makes you one of a kind. You don't need things. You're happy with who you are. You don't care about money. You have everything you've ever wanted. You don't do it for appearances. You do it because it works. And this is not a card. This is you. It's a lifestyle. A choice. Your choice. Introducing a used 1996 Honda Accord A car for people who have life figured out and just need a way to get somewhere. Luxury is a state of mind.
Do you often find it difficult to get out of bed in the morning? Have you been avoiding activities you once found pleasurable? Do you frequently gaze emotionally out the window while sad piano music plays in the background? If these symptoms of depression sound familiar, then it's time to seek help. It's time to ask your doctor about tacos. Unlike other antidepressants, tacos are formulated to be frickin' delicious, helping to instantly boost mood, reduce thoughts of suicide, and give you a warm feeling of satisfaction deep down in your tum-tum region. Tacos have been clinically proven to help you forget about a broad range of causes for depression, including low self-esteem, feelings of loneliness, catching your wife in bed with your best friend, debt, still living in your parents' basement, not having tacos, hunger, and giving up on your dream of becoming an actor because you got your girlfriend pregnant and had to get a steady job at your father's accounting firm. If you suffer from frequent heartburn or don't like things that taste frickin' amazing, then tacos may not be for you. Possible side effects of tacos include indigestion, diarrhea, abdominal cramping, greasy fingers, beef sweats, thirst, lethargy, flatulence, itchy scalp syndrome, mental clouding, and an immediate craving to eat more tacos. Don't let depression rule your life. You don't have to suffer any longer. Bring your world back into focus with the only antidepressant that comes smothered in a layer of warm, melty, delicious cheesiness. Taco to your doctor about tacos today.
Welcome back. Period 3. Noshing on some egg roll. While we wait, though, let's get to it. Wrong way. Not an egg roll, dude. There's your kiss cam brought to you by nobody. Warbirds going to start this period on a power play for another minute and 20 seconds. Holding on to a 1-goal lead. Never been more than a 1-goal lead in this game by either team. In fact, I'd have to go back and check the stats if Ames had ever led. I don't believe so. Whoa, this is a power play. I'm not seeing power. See the guy in the box still. He's doing his part. Whoa, referee got right back up. Like, he dropped before it even hit him. Dennis stopping the puck, drawing 2 players onto him. Looks like some pretty wet ice over there still. Second half shoots it just left of the net. We'll come back toward the blue, and that's going to get past everybody. That's going to be a one-on-one situation here. And 20 seconds remaining on the power play. It's a 2-on-1 in the wrong direction. The egg rolls are good. But still, I got half of one left. I think they're hand rolled. I'm telling you, man. My opinion, I've never had the sweet and sour sauce. I didn't know they had it until today. I had it today. I'm going to stick with the soy sauce personally. Too much sweet in the sweet and sour sauce. I've never been a huge fan of that myself. So, but I'm going to stick with the egg roll for show. That dude fell on him by himself. Don't even. The power play's over. The guy on the bench was like, "Trip." No, even the dude who fell was like, "Don't." Good save by Carter Casey. Woo! Something in the air on this one. Finish me some egg roll here. They're chicken, by the way. I see some carrots, some cabbage, a whole bunch of taste. They're good. They're not greasy. I hate greasy egg rolls, man. Like, I get it. You're short. You made it easy by just, whoa! That Cunningham shot almost deflected in off the goalie's pads. Suckers back at the Barons. Barons already got one. Looking for 2. Takeaway by Patefield. Patefield's got one as well. A goal. He had a rocket from the blue line. Scott dishes it back down towards Riley. That shot was, you know, I said sometimes the goalies are playing pucks that are 5 feet away or so. Carter Casey was like, I'm not, no. That's field goal, maybe. Here it comes, 2-on-1. Nope, not going to happen. Goes McCoy on the right side, devious and mysterious, and then did a pirouette and got his own play back in. That was crazy. Vorland now back on it. Look out. If I'm that kid, I'm pooping my pants. Vorland's on me. Oh, crap. A clapper. And I will say, I love how Carter Casey catches it and he makes it look like it was no big deal. Like, he sees all the energy that the defense puts into shooting that on him, and then he's like, puck, please. You know what I mean? He's like, the harder you try, the easier I'm going to make it look to stop. Playing mind games. Goalie mind games. Yeah, I was going to say, that was not a fair face-off. One dude got a jump. I don't even know who it was, if it was us or them, but somebody got a jump. Try the sweet and sour one more time. Yeah, I'm not going to go with the sweet and sour. Just stick with the soy sauce. I don't want to be overhyping the egg rolls. I mean, they definitely deserve it. But The updated concessions have mini. They have a chicken finger sandwich. That's good. If you could have celiac, so you can't have wheat. And he has some of the best chicken fingers. They taste like those. Next game will be, later today. 8 o'clock, the varsity teams will be thrown down. You can exchange your bedpans tonight, I guess, whatever that means. I guess if you got an old bedpan, you want to get it exchanged for a new one. Get yourself a new bedpan at the varsity game tonight. Shot on net by Manier. That's going to be stopped by the goalie. I didn't check if they refilled on their Jack and Cokes yet, but last check they were out. Trust me, I went back there and looked. So I'm eating the final egg roll. Uh-oh, offsides. Sealed Little Light by Bob Mobley played. That rules. Back into the forward zone. Cunningham, I couldn't get there in time. Icing called. Face-off will be in the defensive zone for the Warbirds. With 9:09 remaining. Riley takes the face-off. Quickly covered up on the, I don't know how it got there, but it got to Casey. We'll say this, I do like the Cyclones. They got the, they got the plain looking simple font. Like, I like that. I'm sure they have another. I've seen them have like their logos on, but on other jerseys. But I'll show you. I just like this clean, like just real simple. That's the back, but that's another. That's a butt. You get the point. Maybe I should get another close-up at some point, but props to you for not overthinking that. It's just a really good, clean Ames, then the number. Then Cyclones from the front. Reminds me of the John Belushi picture where he has just college on his shirt. That was called. That's not gonna, yeah. We're gonna say tripping. So now's a good time to power play. Let me see if I can show you one of those jerseys since. Some smack talk happened about the ref in the penalty box here. Doesn't. Oh, sorry. Let me see if I got one here. Dang it! You see it there. I do like those jerseys. Good on you. Like the clean font. You know, it's a sans serif font. Not a. Maybe it's a. No, maybe it's a serve. No, it's just. No, it might be a serve. I don't know. It's not coercive. It's not Mr. Beastie. Power play for the Warbirds has not been advantageous so much this game. So if you're a fan of the team in orange, you're thinking, oh no, we're down a player. But if you're Fremont, you're thinking, oh no, it doesn't matter. Good save by Casey. Good follow-up. Good save again by Casey. Some yelling from the Ames bench. I'm not sure why. Comes Dennis. He's going to, oh! He kind of took it, kind of avoided it, but that kid had anger, and then he falls down all by himself. And then Dennis makes sure he knows that he's there. That was beyond playing there. That was just some anger. Comes Barons. He has a goal. Just totally missed a dude. Made a dude miss on the boards. I think Peter's wanting some action here on power plays. I could not disagree with him. I don't think anybody could. And his team is responding. It's a little bit more active on this power play than they have in prior. Power play is over, though. No goals to attribute for, and that kid is too tall, took on 2 players. Nice. Good job there. Again, next game is at 8 o'clock. That's in about, it says about 40 minutes. Could be accurate. You can exchange your bedpan night. I don't know what the hell that is. I mean, I know what a bedpan is. I don't know what they're asking for. Bring in your used current one and get a fresh one. I don't know. Is that an issue? Who's sponsoring it? Bedpan maker? Kettle company? People still use those? I don't know. A lot of information there. I want to say thanks to all 92,000 of you watching online right now. If you have not subscribed to Pissin, please do. You're already on it, so. I'm your hack announcer, Harry Dangler, bringing you the most mediocre at best stream, although there is some discussions about a larger platform. Still free, but those are details to be shared later. It's a pretty intense third period. Schlagenhoff grabs it in the neutral zone. Will bank it down. Looking to create some forward zone opportunities here. Let's come back the other way. 1-on-3. Good back checking by the Warbirds, though. Just a clinic on that one. Warbirds are changing. Good stop at Casey. Thrown down by McGregor. Good stop again. No goal call, I'll put it that way. No goal call. Carter Casey, and they're making him stop so they can find out where the puck is. Was not beyond the line. To the ref's credit, there was a ref on the red line. So you can see where I'm at. I wouldn't have been able to determine if it crossed a line or not. But there was a ref on the red line, so no goal. That Carter Casey got some equipment to deal with now. I don't know if they're cheering that Carter Casey's taking his clothes off or what. Oh, I think she knows she's on the kiss cam. All right. Carter Casey putting on a fashion show for the ladies. I mean, for everybody. The ladies were the ones that seemed to react, though. McGregor stops it at the red line. Damn. Peter's on that dude. They cannot get it past the red line. It's not a rip on Ames. It's a testament to the. Oh, they did there. It's a testament to the tenacity of the Warbirds. A lot of tease in that. And it comes back the other way. 3:12 left. Warbirds are up by 1. They're looking to protect that. And I mentioned earlier, maybe it was yesterday, playing to not lose. They're playing to, looks like they're playing to expand a lead here, not just protect a lead, which is good. Oh. They didn't leave, I mean, hit the whatever that apron thing is on the top of the boards. The lip, the edge. I went off, I think, the back. Carter Casey still can't find it. Now he realizes it's far away. Icing the call there. So 2:27 still to play. Face-off being the defensive zone for the Warbirds. Riley on the ice. Haven't seen him in a minute. Scott's out there. Schlagenhoff holding up court in front of the net. He has the puck. He looks to get over to Scott. Scott does clear it. Then looking to make his own rebound opportunities. Gets it up the ice to Cunningham on the near side. Cunningham going to bring it back around the ice. Dishes it back down low to Riley. Then Riley trying to get a center, but it's not going to say that cleared. Scott trying to again center it, but that was, he had someone on his stick or didn't get all of it. Hit the heel. Shama-lama, ding-dong, something. All right, we are inside of 80 seconds left in this game. Sorry, 70. Counting's hard. And the goalie has been pulled for Ames. And the goalie for the Warbirds just covered it up with his glove, stopping the clock at 55 seconds. Getting, feeling it here in Fremont. For this Ames Cyclones, first meeting of the year between these two teams. I think we had a timeout called on the ice. We'll be back for that remainder here after this.
I can't believe it. It's my first blind date.
Oh, I do it all the time.
Really? Woo! You guys meet? Greg, Janice?
We sure did.
That was stupid.
Great.
This is Smart, a beeper service for just $1.99 a month. From who else? Smart Beep. Call 1-800-BEEP-199 for other smart stuff, like directions.
We've got chemistry here. You feel it?
I felt it.
All right, Janice.
All right, back for period number 3. 55 seconds remaining. Ames with an empty net. And I believe the timeout was called by Ames. Face-off is going to be in the defensive zone for the Warbirds. See Coach Peters there with his fancy white shoes. I'm sure what, those aren't his. His are the Nikes. I don't know, whatever. He moved. Him and Grosh must have the black pair, and Peters has the white pair of, I call them soccer shoes. One extra attacker on the ice for Ames. Face-off is in their forward zone. Powers, Peters, Patefield on the ice, as well as, looks like maybe Gutierrez. No. Dennis. Dennis has the puck, drawing some pressure from orange jerseys. Got a cherry picker back here. Will not get a chance to even touch it. 23 seconds remaining here. Still no goal, obviously. Dennis puts a shot. Goal! Lucas Dennis gets the definite game ender. Pretty much should secure the dub for the Warbirds. Warbirds goal brought to you by Dirty Bird. Ames got a goalie back in because, face-offs, and he stops one. And icing with 4 seconds remaining. There's Dan, the driver man. He is the Ames team bus driver. Got a sweet hat. A bunch of pins on the front. Got some sweet shoes. I bet he killed that alligator himself. That will be the end of the game. Warbirds victorious over Ames on the JV Showdown 4-2. Back for the varsity game in about 30 minutes. Thanks for joining us.